All right, I'm here in the Law Abiding Biker store. As you know, we are selective about what we carry here and offer to the biker community. We're not like the big conglomerates online that just bring every product in, regardless if it's good or not. There's a reason you will never see us carry this toolkit in our store. Instead, this is the toolkit that we selected many years ago, and let me tell you, there are huge differences, and we're going to go over that in this video. I submit to you, this is the kit every biker should be carrying. So clearly you can see the size difference here, and the big difference is that's because this is actually designed and created with only the things you need for your motorcycle. Now with the Cruz Tools, we have a Harley kit that's for Harleys. We have an Indian kit, one for metric motorcycles, one for the Pan America. Again, this is specifically designed for your motorcycle, where this is a huge, bulky, generic kit that has all kinds of stuff that you absolutely do not need for your motorcycle. 5.2 pounds, 3.2 pounds, and you can see that it's smaller. Space is a huge issue when we're riding and packing for long distance trips. So why do you want to carry something that's so heavy and so bulky and has stuff that you don't need? And as holds true in most things in life, you get what you pay for, and that definitely holds true when you're talking about these two kits. Yes, a little bit more expensive, but totally worth the price. All right, I'm going to go ahead and link to our Cruz Tools kits in the description below for you. And if you appreciate this video and all the helpful videos we put out to help as many bikers as we can worldwide, we do appreciate you shopping in the Law Abiding Biker store. We are just a bootstrap company of bikers trying to help as many bikers as we can worldwide. We will definitely take care of you, and we appreciate every customer. All right, let's head over to the service counter here in the Law Abiding Biker store. And I'm going to go ahead and we're going to unroll these kits and see what they're all about, and you'll understand quickly why this is the kit you should choose. All right, so I'm going to unroll these two kits, and we're going to go over the finer points, not only what's in them, but the quality and a whole bunch of other things, so you can take a look on why I'm telling you this kit is so much superior to something like this. All right, so the first thing you'll notice on the Stockton kit is this very cheap vinyl case that likely is not going to stand the test of time. Whereas with the Cruz Tools, when you get it in your hand, if you held these together like I am, this is a very thick, nice canvas case with very nice stitching that is going to stand the test of time. And I can tell you from experience, because I've carried this for many, many years in my motorcycle, it holds up. All right, so we purchased the Stockton kit just so we could evaluate its quality, and it's as cheap in person as it looked online. We've never used this, and we're just gonna throw it away when we're done with this video, but we haven't used it, and the stitching right here on this cheap case is already coming apart. You can see, and you pull it again, it's the cheapest stitching that you can imagine on this thing. This is the outer case. This is the inner case, which is just as cheap a vinyl and stitching as the outer case. And it gets worse as we unroll the kit here. You will see, and you are all familiar with this. This is horrible. This is that really cheap clear plastic that you know in your hot trunk or your saddlebags is just going to dry rot and discolor and turn yellow and crack over time. And if I didn't mention, this just has way too much in it. And that's because it's not actually made specifically for motorcycles. They want you to buy this for like your car or your side-by-side. It's very, very generic and not dialed in like a Cruz Tools kit. So now I'm going to unravel our beautiful Cruz Tools kit that doesn't need an outer case. Has this nice canvas case. It's got a flap over the top like so, and then it exposes your tools here. And again, exactly what you need. This kit is for the Harley-Davidson, which is an RTH3. Again, we have it for Indian, we have it for Metric, and the Pan America. Specifically what you need. without a bunch of extra stuff. All right, and like I said, the Cruz Tools obviously is a bit more spendy, but it's worth every penny. One of the biggest things is that the Cruz Tools are quality tools. We're gonna break that down on why they are in comparison to the Stockton. So this also, because it's quality, has a lifetime warranty and is backed. So you break one of these bad boys, which is highly unlikely, it will be replaced. You'll never get that on this cheap Stockton kit. And I'll submit to you that you will likely break the Stockton tools or at least round one off, and you're not covered. We're gonna dive in and I'll tell you why. All right, I'm gonna grab a 9/16 wrench out of the Cruz Tool Kit and one out of the Stockton. It's immediately noticeable when you grab these things that this Cruz Tools is just much better quality. It can be seen and felt. All right, so you'll also see that the Stockton wrench is way shorter. All the Cruz Tools wrenches are much longer, giving you additional torque. Also, a huge difference is your Cruz Tools are made of chrome vanadium printed right on the side, and Stockton is forged steel. Let me tell you why that's important. All right, so for a kit like this, chrome vanadium is superior to the forged steel that Stockton uses. Let me tell you why. This, number one, is going to be lighter. It's going to hold up to repeated use, turning and torquing. Thus, the tool is not going to round off, and it's also rust resistant. So when I'm talking about quality and fit and finish and all that kind of stuff, you're going to notice really quick. This is a Cruz Tools, and you'll see in there all the little edges there, how nicely machined and how sharp they are. I'm going to go ahead and bring in this wrench, which is the Stockton Tools, and you're going to see how rounded those edges. It's just really poor quality, and make no mistake about it, that Stockton one, you turn that a few times, those are going to either round off inside or round off your bolt. It's not going to be a great grab. All right, and so the Cruz Tools chrome vanadium, you can see, is just superior. Just the finish, and of course even the way the stuff is printed on there, which is why these tools have a lifetime warranty. In direct comparison, you'll just see this forged steel, you can see all the imperfections in it, and just kind of, it's a process of how forged steel is put together, but even the stuff that's printed on it is not crisp, and again, those rounded edges inside that box end. All right, so again, all very short wrenches in Stockton, and you're getting all those really nice wrenches in here that are longer, gonna give you better torque. All right, without getting too lengthy in this video, of course I could pull out the adjustable wrench and compare it. I'm just telling you, it's the same. When you start looking at how it's machined and cut, and just how the adjuster wheel works, the Cruz Tools is just by far superior. Same with the vice grips. And again, I talked about how this has so much stuff that doesn't even fit your motorcycle and you're not gonna need. Whereas their Stockton is putting like 4 huge screwdrivers in their kit that just make it even more bulky and heavy. Cruz Tools is like, we need to save space in a motorcycle, and we don't need to put 4 screwdrivers. Instead, we are going to give them only what they need, and they're going to combine it with a Phillips and a flathead screwdriver here. So you only need 1 in the kit for that. We do have a spark plug wrench in the Cruz Tools, some blue Loctite. We've got zip ties in here, and you've also got, you got those zip ties, and then you have like some baling wire for emergency repairs. Again, just what you need, a tire pressure gauge. This kit has all that and a whole bunch more stuff that you don't need, of course. We're refined with the Cruz Tools kit. Here's another example. They're giving you every single Torx drive in here, not every single, but way too many that don't even fit your motorcycle. Same with your hex head. Whereas, depending on which kit you get, whether it's a Harley, an Indian, a Metric, or a Pan America, they're going to take and give you only the hex head wrenches and Torx that is going to be necessary, especially for like a roadside emergency repair, which is what these for. They're not for like rebuilding your motorcycle. And we have sold these kits for many years in the law-abiding biker store. and it's obvious why now we selected this kit. We always have them in stock available, and I will link in the description below. Additionally, over here, just wanted to mention you do have in the Cruz Tools kits a very quality little ratchet, and you can just tell when this turns just how quality it is. You can hear that. Whereas you turn something like this, I know it's bigger. You guys know if you've used ratchets, just a clunky one that's the gears aren't great in there to something that's much more refined. And of course, with your ratchet right here, you've got a little extension and you've got some necessary sockets without, again, going overboard. This is an emergency roadside repair kit is what these are used for. Nice and compact, a lot lighter, great canvas, none of this plastic inside. I really, really like how Cruz Tools sets this up. And the Cruz Tools kit right here has a really nice spark plug gapper for you. And of course, some emergency duct tape. Who doesn't like some good old high-speed duct tape? And so another thing you absolutely need, whether it's daytime or nighttime, a lot of times what we're working on, we need some extra light on that particular project. And so I was like, we need something versatile and something that's compact and light yet strong. Well, I found it, and we've done a complete video on this, and this is our Superfire TH04S. Be careful online. You'll find a lot of the regular non-S models at a much cheaper price, but they are not the same, and they do not have the same versatility as this. If you want to get this actual flashlight, you need to hit the link in the description below right through to our store so you make sure you're getting the correct one. So the best way to view the detailed breakdown and overview of this flashlight is to hit the link to the Law Abiding Biker store for this light. Scroll to the bottom, there is a detailed video there for you. But a quick overview, aircraft grade aluminum, very compact. You'll see in a minute when I put it in the kit. It's a 90 degree flashlight, of course, LED, many different modes. It's got a clip for your shirt. It also comes up here with a headband, so you can connect it right to the headband and use it as a headlight. It's got a swivel head. It is just an amazing little flashlight. Of course, it is rechargeable. Everything you need for a roadside emergency repair, or maybe even night. You can always grab it out if you're looking in your trunk, your saddlebags, whatever you need. This guy's got you covered at a very affordable price. And honestly, we have troubles keeping these in stock on the shelf. So if you see them in stock, I'd grab one because they come in and out of stock. But I like it so much because this is literally what I do in my Harley is take this little guy. You can just place it somewhere like that. And it's really nice because it rolls right up inside this kit, and there's still plenty of string to go ahead and tie this guy closed. And so at any time, open that up. Definitely a must-have addition when you're purchasing your Cruz Tools kit. All right, and if you're in the Union Gap, Washington area, it's 3302 Main Street. Of course, we're open 24 hours a day online, and we ship out of here, but we also have a walk-in. Stop by and say hi. We always have our Cruz Tools kits on display if you want to touch, feel them, and see them closer. And you'll probably see the other flashlight behind me on the shelf. This is more of an in-shop flashlight. Video will be coming out on it soon. It is our Flex It Pocket Light 6.5. Amazing little light. We have them in the shop when we're working on motorcycles, but you can see it flex. It's got a clip, it's rechargeable. It's just a really versatile, very bright, in-shop flashlight for working on your motorcycles. We have those in stock, and I'll link to that in the description below for you. And just to reiterate, we have our RTH3 Cruz Tools for Harley-Davidson. Up here, you'll see our M3 tool kit for metric motorcycles. And of course, love to our Indian motorcycles too. This kit's designed for those. And we got to move to the back of the store here for our other one. And don't forget this guy right here. This is specifically designed for the Pan America. And of course you're like, well, I'm prepared for a mechanical repair. That's great. But a big miss on many riders out there, which surprises me. All right, honestly, I was guilty of it when I was a bit younger. You gotta be prepared for a medical emergency at all times. This is the official law-abiding biker first aid and trauma kit. Don't be fooled by other knockoff stuff online. If you wanna get this kit and what it has to offer inside, you got to get it exclusively from our store. It's got to have that on it. I'll link to it in the description below. The best way to learn about this is to head over to the listing, scroll to the bottom, and there is a detailed video with a breakdown of what is inside. Of course, we kept it compact without a bunch of crap that you don't need in it. It fits really nicely right next to your Cruz Tools Kit. So it's got a tourniquet and, again, detailed breakdown of what's inside in that video and more about this guy. So now that you're officially prepared after you get hooked up with those, get out there and ride every chance you get, Bikeaholics. Peace.
I was a boy with a plan that turned me into a man. And man, I keep winning and winning again. Whoops, I did it again. On business is right where I stand. Never been slipping on sand. And man, I keep winning and winning again. Whoops, I did it again. I was a boy with a plan that turned me into a man.